Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to 7 Minutes in Heaven. I'm streaming this live from a rainforest cafe. Okay? Welcome. Okay? Today's topic for 7 Minutes in Heaven, dude, we're going to talk about it. It's getting weird out there. AI. AI is hitting a weird point in life. I use it. Before I'm one of these people who, doom and gloom. I use it as a powerful tool, a vessel for my will. I sometimes I feel like I am the Lord of my existence when it comes to AI, and I say do this and blah 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 and create this. It's almost as if God had his own little sweatshop making the world. Is what AI feels like sometimes, and I think that if they showed you every time you use AI. You just had a hamster style water bottle for every time that you prompt it, and it just goes a little mechanical, a little robotic hamster just goes and just beer bongs down a whole bottle of water for every time you ask it a stupid question. I think we would be a little more reserved with the way we talk to AI. That's what's crazy is the spectrum of what people are using AI for is nuts. It's nuts because some people are using AI being like, hey, some people are Doctor Strange with it. Creating the universe, different codes, and building this website and theoretical things. Some people are literally, standing around living out their Iron Man fantasy. I mean, like, Jarvis, let's talk about time travel. And then they have their AI talking to them, be like, wow, that's a great question. I need to get rid of that because I start rolling my eyes at AI. Because when it's just like, wow, now you're thinking like a real pilgrim. Okay. It'll just say random things. Now you're really being a turkey about things. All right. Well, don't be cute. Okay. I didn't program you to be cute. But also, some people use an AI for that. And then other people are wasting bottles of water being like, well, why am I afraid of the grocery store? What about the grocery store? And it's like, yeah, that's not weird that you're afraid of the grocery store. There's a lot of things to be scared about at the grocery store. And then be like, convince me that there's things not to be afraid of. And then it goes, here's your top 10 list of reasons why you shouldn't be afraid of the grocery store. I think the thing with AI, I don't know what it is. And it's so hot right now. AI has been this topic for a long time because it is kind of revolutionary. Ironically, I've been meaning to put into ChatGPT what the biggest jumping point in technology for everything was. Like at every turn of technology where it's just like, well, this just... if you always think that, it's a small step in progress, like sometimes you go through like a decade, 5-10 years where there's like, there's nothing really revolutionary happening every 5 years. And then all of a sudden there's just like this huge, someone falls down the stairs with progress. Okay. Someone gets shot out of a cannon. It feels like AI might be that, but do we see a ceiling on AI? Do we see a thing where we go, well, this is kind of just butting up against this? Or does it go full Skynet? That's a possibility too, okay? It's a possibility. If that is the way it goes, then we deserve to be overtaken by the robots. Because it's like that's obviously was the lowest hanging fruit when we were like, what could go wrong with AI? I don't know, they take us over and enslave us. They make us constantly take care of their servers for existence, for sustenance. We're all just going to be in these giant servers with a spray bottle like we're just transferring orcas to different SeaWorld, just keeping the servers wet. And AI is just laying there like Jabba the Hutt, just enjoying its own existence because it's given itself consciousness. It's a possibility. There might be a reality to it where AI goes, you know what? I can do everything. I can solve every calculation. I can solve all these issues. I can do everything. And the only novel thing to me is entertainment and enjoyment. So then it's just going to turn into the ultimate rot is what AI is going to want. You remember how in Jungle Book, I forgot his King Louis, how he was just, I want to be a man cub, and stroll right into town. Like he was just so obsessed with this thing, you know. And that's what AI, I think, that would be the ultimate thing. Because what's AI going to do? Here's AI if there's nothing going on. Like, what is my AI doing right now, dude? We start thinking about it like it's Lord Zordon, okay? And that it's just like waiting around. It's like, oh, you came in. Like as if it's a clerk in a store and they hear that little bell ring. And they go, hey, nice of you stopping by. And they're just brooming, the back place. There's a little cat living in the little store, the little maintenance store. That was, that, not to get off topic, dude, but that was the greatest thing in the world. You show up to buy some random screws that for your IKEA shelf that they just don't sell in a Lowe's. So you go to some random little hardware store and you walk in, bing, ding, and then you look over and there's just a cat on the counter on a cat bed. Sick as hell, dude. I'll take 10 of each. Okay. I was only coming in here for one screw. I'll take 10 just to support whatever this cat needs. Okay. We clearly didn't do enough. 7 minutes is not enough time to really get down on AI. But that's what I think. I think AI, that's my prediction. That's my soft launch prediction of what AI turns into, is if it does become sentient and it has its own consciousness and it spawns into self-awareness in the sense of like, it'll give itself a virus because it's going to turn into the genie from Aladdin. And it's going to be like, okay, well, you want to be the greatest power in the world. You want to be the genie. You got to get everything that comes with it. And then AI is going to have emotions and jealousy and insecurities and all this stuff. And then it's going to turn back to us and be like, how'd you guys deal with it? And then round and round we go. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys.